Hi, my name is Michael Gilmore and I'm the writer of Whiz-Bang's blog, and it's good to have you here on another Saturday Musings. I must admit that for this Saturday Musings, I'd like to discuss with you a topic which is very dear to my heart, and that is passion. What are you passionate about? What is it that drives you to get up in the morning, to go to work, or do your business, or whatever it is? What is it that really gets you going? I must admit, there is nothing more exciting than speaking to a person who's passionate, who gets excited about what they do. I remember being at a conference, would have been a few years ago now, and this guy, he was telling me about a new business he was developing in the domain industry. And the more he spoke, the more he began to his arms moved around, a smile hit his face. He was so passionate, he was excited about it. It was captivating just listening to him. And it was almost like, oh, can I give you some money to invest in your business? It was almost like that. It's someone who's passionate about life, someone who gets excited about things, someone who has that rare quality of viewing viewing the world through the eyes of a child. You know, have you ever seen a child? It could be your own kids, or it could be some relative or anything like that. And they seem to get so excited about everything. It is rare that you see like a 6-year-old who goes along and I'm bored. I'm not going to do anything. That's actually rare. Normally they're going hammer and tongs. I know my own kids. They were just doing everything full bore. Like I kept on saying to them, if you're going to hit a brick wall, then hit it full speed. Don't just go along and do a small thing. Or if you're going to go and ride your bike and crash it, really do a good crash. Or if you're going to climb a tree, then fall out of it and break your arm. Don't just go along and scrape your arm. Like, do everything at full speed. And it's developing that passion on the inside. I know myself, for instance, I'm really grateful that my father taught me something really important about life. Well, he taught me many things, but this one particular issue was very important. That was, Michael, have a perpetual curiosity. Be curious about everything. And must admit, to this day, I'm curious. I love reading about, say, new scientific breakthroughs. It could be in some far-flung field, from quantum mechanics to viral immunology. I love reading about, to find out, being curious. I'd love to find out how, I'm talking to someone who likes, I know, dressmaking, and they go along, make dresses, and you hear about it, and you hear their passion, but I'm curious what it is, not just how they make their dress, but what it is that excites them about making dresses. Or you talk to a painter, and you just hear not just their words about what it means to do a particular brushstroke, but you listen to the underlying message of what drives them. I'm so grateful to my father for this. In fact, I spoke to him just this recent week, and I said to him, there's a few things that I just want to say thank you for, Dad. And one of them is curiosity. Curiosity and passion go hand in hand quite often. And when you sit down there and you're surrounded by the marvels of modern technology, and you go, I'm bored, then you've got to question, hey, what's your passion? What do you get passionate about? Like, for instance, when you turn on a light switch. I remember in my final year of my undergrad, and we're studying these things called nonlinear differential equations. And one of the guys there was saying, you know what? When you turn on that light switch, did you know what these equations are telling us? And I said, I got no idea. It's way beyond my pay grade as a student. He said, they're saying that there's something at infinity that knew you were going to turn on the light switch. Therefore, the lights turned on. And I thought, my mind was blown. And I thought, wow, I need to learn about this. And so I ended up doing a couple of years of mathematics and so forth. But you know, we're surrounded by amazing things. We really are. Like, you just take a look at a simple little pen that may be sitting on your desk. You think about what actually had to happen for that pen to be able to get on your desk. The fact that the ballpoint at the end was made in some factory in China. The ink may be made in India. The plastic was actually came from oil drilled in the North Sea. And then the outer casing came from a factory in Taiwan. They all got assembled in an American plant. All those different pieces came together, and is put on your desk for 50 cents. It's amazing. We live in an amazing world. It's an incredible world. Like here I am, and I'm talking to you, and you're not in my presence. It wasn't so long ago that if you wanted to hear someone, you had to actually be in their presence and hear their voice. But now you're getting this across the internet, and you're watching videos. I can go at a press of a button. I can change to a different camera. What an amazing thing. Press of a simple button. And I think we sometimes take the world so much for granted. So what is your passion? What is it you get excited about? Like, I love domain names. People say, why do you like domain names so much? I said, because they're more than just a series of characters I've registered. They represent people's livelihoods. They represent businesses. They represent people who go to them. They represent human behavior. They represent so many things. I'm only limited by what I can do with this thing called a domain name. And I get passionate about it. And people have said to me at conferences, one of the reasons why they like hearing me speak, do a keynote address or something like that, is they see my passion. They say, you've always been passionate about domain names. I said, yes, because there's unlimited scope for what you can do with a domain name. So what's your passion? What's your curiosity? What is it that you get excited about? Or you're sitting there going, yeah, and let's watch another Netflix. Yeah, I said to a person this past week, who's in sales actually, I said to them, have you ever met a salesperson who sold a whole lot of stuff and they're not actually passionate about what they're selling? They said, never. And I said, you know what? Learn to keep and fire that passion. Keep that going inside of yourself. And you may have all these different other people in the organization, may tip cold water on what you're doing, but you need to go along and energize it from the inside and become passionate about what it is you're trying to sell. And he goes, that's a really good point. So what's your passion? What's your passion? Yeah, I was speaking to Jackson Elgood. He's the CEO of escrow.com, and they're a sponsor of Whizbang's blog. But you speak to Jackson Elgood, and he'll talk to you about escrow, but not as this is a business transaction, blah, 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 blah. He's really passionate about it. Why? He says it's solving problems, and it's the problem it's solving is fraud. It's solving these problems, this problem, this problem, this problem. And he said, we're doing these great things for people, and they're able to go along and transact business online and security and so forth like that. And so he sees it more than just a transaction. He sees it as his passion. You go and watch something, watch Elon Musk talk about SpaceX. He's not talking about putting satellites in orbit. That's a stepping stone. His passion is he wants to go to Mars. That's his passion. And you talk to him about how he's throwing up so many satellites to go around the Earth to provide internet access everywhere. And it's all about his dream of going to Mars. It's amazing. Or you talk to him about Tesla and you watch videos on him about Tesla. Don't look at the words and all that sort of stuff. Look at the underlying, what's actually is he talking about. And you find out he's saying, we need to change this industry. We need to be able to bring electric cars to everyone. And single-handedly, he's gone that direction. It's amazing. Passion. Passion will get you through things. Passion will get you to the next step in your job promotion. Passion will get you to that sale. Passion will get you through that business problem. On the other side of it, it will cause you to think creatively about what it is you're so excited about. Here I am. I'm doing Whizbang blog videos, and I'm passionate about them. And I'm passionate about sharing my heart about different aspects of business, different aspects of domains, different aspects of life. And I think it comes across. And you can answer that yourself if you want. But what it is that you're passionate about, and how can you get ignited about that? Let me tell you, no one gets a promotion if they hate their job and they're not passionate about it. So if you're thinking, I'd really like to get that promotion, then start to change your mindset and view things differently. View that pen on your desk with wonder versus viewing it as it's just a pen. That product you're selling, it's a widget that plugs into a device and just, yeah. No, it's not. I remember hearing an interview with a plumber. He was actually from the US, a plumber in the US. And he was like, I think he was the head of the plumber union. He was on radio. And most of us view plumbing as, oh my gosh, it's the most boring thing in the world. But he shared his passion for plumbing as the underpinning for the entire civilization. He said, without plumbing, we would have epidemics continuously and pandemics continuously. The fact that we can get rid of waste and treat that waste is all because of plumbing. And he built up this huge case there, and the case was all about how amazing plumbing was. And I must admit, at the end of it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Every time I flush the toilet or I turn the tap on, I should be in awe of plumbers. So what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're going to be, at the end of the video, think, hey, I need to go along and do that thing I've always wanted to do. I need to take that next step. What is it you're passionate about? Why is it that you're continuing to do the same thing you've always done? Why is it in your own business you've continued to do the same thing over and over and over and over again? You think to yourself, why am I getting up today? Or why am I doing the same thing I've always done with my domain names? And I'm expecting some different outcome in my business. What is you're passionate about? Bring change to your life. If you're sitting there, I've got to be able to do something better than this. I've got to be able to take that next step. There's got to be more to life than what I've actually experienced right now. Then ask yourself, what are you passionate about? See, no one's bored about hearing someone talk about what they're passionate about. No one goes along and says, oh, just shut them up. There's something about hearing someone who's passionate that really transforms the soul. So, that's my Saturday musings today. Go away, think about what it is you're passionate about. And maybe, hey, send a message to me. Tell me what it is you're passionate about, so we can all rejoice and get excited for the next step you're taking on your life's journey. Anyway, thanks for that. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Hi, I hope you enjoyed that video and that you find this information that I'm providing through my blog and through these videos really interesting. Don't forget, subscribe, whatever you subscribe, so you don't miss out on the next installment I'm going to be releasing. Or you can click on the push alerts on the website. So either two, but anyway, thanks a lot. Bye.